Hello, I'm Ramin Senanayakar, and this is my video of answering the 10th question set of database management systems. And let's get started. Capital Central College was the only active school in the area during the war season. There were only 15 students in school. Also, there were only 5 teachers, and one of them was the principal of the school. The principal decided to add all students' details in the students' attendance marking system, so he would be able to mark the attendance after the main morning assembly at once. Think you are a reputed database engineer, and the principal requested to make a database while another developer is developing the system. The details have been given below. So, in this question set, my job is to create a database for a system, for a attendance marking system, and these are the details given to create it. And let's get into it. Create a database named Capital School and insert these data to tables graphically. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna use MySQL Workbench for it. So I have opened up MySQL Workbench. So to create a new database, go to File, New Model, and I'm gonna rename my DB as Capital School for the new database. And there you go, we have created the database, and let's get into creating the tables. First up, we have the student table. Let's go ahead and create, and then we have the columns. First we have the number. I'm going to put auto increment in it. There's no need to create a grade, village and transportation method columns, since they will be created when the relationships are created between these tables. So on to the next table, we have the grade table, and then we have the column names. First up, we have ID. I'm going to put auto increment there as well. On to the next table, we have the village table. On to the name in the columns, we have ID first, auto increment there as well, and we got the village name. To not confuse with the table name, I'm going to put village name here, and I'm going to put grade name here as well, to not confuse with the table name. So and lastly, we got the transport table. First up, we have the ID, and then we got transportation method. There you go, we have created the 4 tables, and let's create the relationship between these 4 tables. First up, we have the student and the grade table. From a student perspective, a student only has one grade, but from a grade perspective, a grade have multiple students. Therefore, the relationship between those 2 tables would be one to many. So let's go ahead and create it. And there you go, we have created the relationship between the student and grade table. It will be the same for the transport table and the village table, because a student only use one transport and a student only has one village, but a transportation method can be used by multiple students, and a village can contain multiple students. So let's go ahead and create those relationships as well. And there you go, we have created the relationships between these tables, and like I previously stated, the columns have appeared in the student table. And let's go ahead and enter the data to the table. But before that, let's go ahead and forward engineer the database to create these tables. And there you go, and let's go ahead and enter the data. So I'm going to use MySQL here to enter the data to the database, because MySQL is more user friendly in my opinion. So let's go ahead and enter the data. First, let's enter the data to the create table. And there you go, we have entered the data to the create table. And let's enter the data to the village table. And there you go, we have entered the data to the village table as well. And let's go to the transport table next. I'm going to change the length here to 20. And there you go, we have entered the data to the transport table as well. And let's go ahead and enter the data to the student table. And there you go, we have entered the data to the all of the tables. And let's get into the questions. Select all students who study in grade 6. Use join query. So let's go ahead and write the query to search the data of the all of students who study in grade 6. You have to write select. To get the names of the students, we have to write the column name, and then we have to write from what table that the column has taken. So from the database name is capital level school dot student table. And then we have to join that table with grade table with an inner join query. So let's go ahead and write it. Let's write the table name grade, and then we have to write the specific condition. To do that, we have to write on, and then we have to write the columns that we have to combine. So since you have to get the name of students who study in grade 6, you have to put the condition where There we go, we have written the query. Let's go ahead and execute it. And there you go, we got the names here. Let's check it if it is correct. Number 6, 13 and 15 students studies in grade 6, therefore their name came in the output. And let's go into the next question. Select birthdays of students who come from Padaviya by bus. So to do that, I'll try select. Let's get the name and birthdays of those students. From student, let's inner join it with transport table. And let's go ahead and write the specific condition. Where village.id equals 1 and transport dot id equals 1. And there you go, we have written the query for the second question. Let's go ahead and execute it. And there you go, we got the names and birthdays. Let's see if it is correct. So Saman Kumara is from Padaviya and uses the bus to get to the school, and Himali Srivardhana is also from Padaviya and uses the bus to get to school. And let's get into the third and last question. Select names of the students who study at grade 9 and come from Mihintale on foot. So let's go ahead and write that query. So it would be the same as the previous query. So student dot name, and we have to get the since we have to get only the names, I'm gonna delete student.birthday. So from capital level school.student have to be inner joined with capital level school.village and with capital level school.transport on student.village id has to be connected with village.id, and student.transport id has to be connected with transport.id, where village id is Mihintale is 4, so equals 4, and transport id for foot is 2. and there you go. Oh, we have to put the grade as well, so let's put grade here as well. Grade ID from student table has to be connected with ID from grade table. And we have to put the grade 9 condition here. So grade dot ID, so for grade 9 that would be 4. So there you go, we have written the query for the last question. Let's go ahead and execute it. So I forgot to put an end here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and execute it again. There you go, we have got the names here. Let's go ahead and see if it is correct. So Vatsala Shani is from grade 9 and from Mihintale and comes to school on foot, and Amarabandhu Rupasinghe is also from grade 9 and from Mihintale and also comes on foot to school. And that concludes the video for answering the 10th question set. Thank you for watching.